Alright people, your boy is finally back in the Pinas. Let's go. It feels good to be back in the Philippines, in my home, in my studio. But why are we here today? I have heard that apparently it is a lot more difficult now to vlog in the Philippines because of these new guidelines and rules, all right? I hear that apparently if you want to vlog, you have to ask people that could potentially be in your vlog if it's okay that they appear in your vlog, which makes vlogging almost impossible, okay? But in order to learn about this the proper way, I was sent a video by the Filipina P that will be explaining to us, hopefully, and giving us her 2 cents about the matter. The video is called "Is Vlogging Finished in the Philippines? The Harsh New Law." Before we start though, maligayang pagbabalik sa akin channel. Ako po si Ovela. I'm a sound engineer, beatmaker, and content creator on YouTube based here in Manila, Philippines. And with all that being said, let's jump right into it. Wow, so she has a segment, a news segment on her channel called Philippines Now. I like it. It makes sense that she would do this because she's someone who uses a green screen, so she is capable of putting whatever she wants behind her, and in this case she found a nice news animation to put behind her with very news-like music as well, so very good.
Folks, the Filipina P here, and welcome to a brand new segment where I discuss current events in the Philippines that affect our foreign viewers.
There you go. She said a brand new segment, so this is brand new on her channel.
Today we're gonna cover several different stories.
Ooh, she also bought the microphone that I bought recently. You can see it right here on her chest.
News is the law that might have just destroyed vlogging as we know it. So, is vlogging dead in the Philippines? Well, if it's not, it just became a whole lot more difficult for many channels. The NPC, or the National Privacy Commission of the Philippines, has released new regulations that affect anyone who uses a camera to upload, post, publish, or share footage online.
That's crazy,
whether or
though.
not it's for commercial gain. This would apply to anyone posting images to YouTube or any other social media platform, even if their channels aren't monetized.
Wait a second, so does this apply only to foreigners or also Filipinos?
It describes the camera or recording device as being capable of creating, generating, sending, receiving, storing, displaying, or processing audiovisual recordings, and can be bodily worn, handheld, or attached to a person. This includes, but is not limited to, digital cameras, mobile phones, GoPros, smartphones, and even Google Glasses. So pretty much anything that captures an image or sound.
Anything that can record.
It didn't specifically mention drones, but I bet that's covered too.
Oh, for sure.
So what do the new guidelines require you to do? In public or semi-public places that may capture audio-visual information of bystanders, vloggers have to basically do 3 things. First, if they're filming a specific person, they have to warn them beforehand that they're gonna be on camera and that their image may be posted online.
Well, I mean, I believe that we all already do this. You know, if you go outside and you're actually filming someone and you want that person to be part of your video, of course that person already knows.
Second, vloggers need to have an appropriate privacy notice on all their online platforms, which provides details to the people who might appear in the recording and let them know how to exercise their right to object and the right to have the post taken down. Now, those first 2 are really no big deal. If I'm filming a specific person, I always get their permission anyway.
Exactly what I was saying.
But it's the next one that's causing the uproar. Vloggers are required to use available technology that can mask images of bystanders, especially children and other vulnerable individuals.
See, that's nonsense. That's seriously nonsense. First of all, not all of us are tech savvy, okay, and know how to do this. Secondly, even if we know how to do it and we do it, it's gonna look hella ugly, right? Can you imagine someone vlogging and most of what's behind him has been blurred? Because let's face it, if you come to the Philippines and vlog, the chances that there will be people behind you are extremely high, okay? So this doesn't make sense.
Well, I don't know why they added the wording especially children in there, because according to the regulation, it covers every single person who incidentally appears in the picture. So what that means is that anyone who wanders into the frame or anyone who gets caught on camera for any reason has to have their face blurred.
That's ridiculous.
I suppose there's some program out there that can do it, but the only one I've ever seen can only blur one little spot at a time. And trying to cover every face in the crowd would take hours. But even if it could be done with just one click of a mouse, do people really want to watch videos with a bunch of blurs?
Exactly.
I know I wouldn't. On top of that, according to an article from GMA News, the NPC also said that vloggers who monetize their channels must now register with the NPC.
What?
So are these actually laws or just guidelines?
So vloggers who make money off of their content must register with the NPC. Only vloggers, right? It's crazy. Who came up with this new rule, man? This is gonna deter so many foreigners from not only vlogging, but actually, traveling to the Philippines. This can affect tourism, man.
Guidelines. I've heard some people question whether the rules are enforceable or maybe they're just a suggestion, like many of the other laws around here. Well, I checked, and the NPC actually does have the right to enforce its rules. So even if it's not actually a law that passed through Congress, you still have to treat it like one. Now, I know there's a lot of rules in the Philippines that aren't actually enforced, but you can count on the haters out there, the folks that love to cause trouble, to report even the tiniest violations because it's their mission to cause harm.
Yeah.
I've already had several comments from the little trolls that say, "So what you gonna do now, P, huh? Your channel's gonna go down in flames." I never understood people like that, who just live to attack others. But they sure are out there. So if I don't follow...
Speaking of trolls, lately, every time I see a comment from a troll, I just answer with love. I say, "I love you too." And I really do think that it throws them off completely.
Every single letter of the law, they'll make sure I'm the first to go. So why did the Philippines do this? Well, the obvious answer is because of the Vitaly vlogger, the Russian guy that ran around making a pest of himself, humiliating any Filipino he could find.
Yeah. Which is why, in the first place, as soon as my girlfriend told me about Vitaly and what he was doing, I had to talk about it. And I did mention in my video that one stupid foreigner can ruin it for everybody else. And this is exactly what's happening. But I honestly don't think that it's the right thing to do by the Philippines here. This rule is not gonna fly. And again, I'm not sure if she mentioned that this is specific for foreigners or for anyone. Like, even if you're Filipino, you can't vlog anymore? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, Filipinos are glued to their phones. They use it so much. Just go outside and you will see Filipinos taking pictures and recording and in public, So this is not gonna fly.
But there are other reasons as well. Like people who go into the slums and showcase the poverty. They often catch images of children and other vulnerable people without their consent. Now, whether it's done for clicks and views or whether they're trying to shine a light on social problems, it can still violate people's right to privacy. I get that. If you're sticking a camera in someone's face and embarrassing them or filming someone who says they don't want to be in your video, you're violating their rights and they should be left alone. But here's the problem for vloggers like me. I love to do street interviews and walk the boulevard to chat with people.
There you go. My friend Calvin Castiel does a lot of street interviews. To be honest, most of his videos on his channel are based on that concept. So if he can't do it, his channel is basically either gonna die or he's gonna have to change the entire concept, the primary concept of his channel, you know? I started doing vlogs, but you know, thankfully my channel, my primary concept is not vlogs, it's reaction videos in my private studio. So I'm okay, right? But for channels whom, you know, primary concept is vlogging, especially here in the Philippines, those channels are gonna die. It's as simple as that.
I was always respectful and asked their permission first, and I never had a single problem in 5 years. But if I have to go through all the footage and put a blur on everyone's face that passes by, it not only complicates the editing process, but it results in a very ugly video.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I like to make a video at the
That's what I
beach
said.
and pan the camera around to show you what the place looks like. But now I have to blur everyone's face, even in public? Who wants to see that mess? Remember how much you guys hated it when everyone here had to wear a mask? A lot of you refused to watch the videos until the masks came off. Well, this is even worse. I think what they've done with this law is to wipe out a lot of channels that do travel vlogs and videos of touristy places. But the economy of the...
And it doesn't make any sense because recently they implemented the nomad visa, which means that a lot of foreigners who want to vlog in the Philippines and live off of their vlogs and monetize their vlogs won't be able to come anymore, even though they have access to a nomad visa because of this new rule. It's completely contradictory, you know? Of course, the nomad visa doesn't pertain to just vloggers, but still.
The Philippines benefits from those videos.
Yeah.
And a lot of you guys probably found my channel and decided to come here because you saw one of my videos.
Exactly. Vloggers, I mean, some of them might promote the Philippines in a negative light, right? But most of them don't. Most of them praise the Philippines. You know, like tourism has boomed, in my opinion, in the Philippines thanks to all these vlogs about the Philippines. So I feel like the Philippines is shooting itself in the foot with this rule.
And this is gonna really hurt vloggers like me.
Oh yeah.
So what about the big news outlets? They capture bystanders' images all the time. Does that mean
That's
whenever
true.
we watch an evening
That's
news
true.
story about people going shopping at the mall, we're just gonna see a bunch of blur spots? Somehow, I think the news channels will be exempt, even though they're doing the exact same thing on a
Yep.
much larger scale.
Oh yeah.
But if you haven't noticed, in the Philippines, it's always the big guy who wins. Now, I'm not saying that the new rule is necessarily...
I love the fact that she is sharing her opinion and she's not afraid to say exactly what's going on in the Philippines, you know? Very courageous of her.
a bad thing, but I can say it'll drastically affect my style and my channel and add even more hurdles. So what do I plan to do? Well, if I can't do my interviews anymore or film tourist spots or basically film anything outside my own studio where there's other people, well then, I just won't. At least not in the Philippines.
So sad.
Oh well,
It's so
it's not
freaking
gonna
sad.
stop me. And I already have a plan. So stay tuned.
So what do you guys think about this matter? Do you think that the Philippines is actually going to enforce this rule? For instance, what if I take my DJI Osmo Pocket 3, right? The camera that I use for vlogging. It's really small, right? And I decide to vlog here in BGC. Do you think because of this law, now I will be stopped by security guards? What if I go into a mall and decide to vlog? You think I will be stopped? Honestly, I don't know. I haven't tried it yet because I just came back from Canada, okay? And I do not want to even risk it. I'm gonna have to ask some other content creators around me that vlog a lot more than I do and see how their experience has been since they implemented this rule. And it's also a bit unfortunate for me because I started vlogging about a year ago, ever since I traveled for the first time to the Philippines, and my vlogs have been doing pretty well. And I just hired a video editor to edit my freaking vlogs, okay? So, and guess what? This video editor is Filipino. So basically the Philippines is robbing, you know, some Filipinos from their jobs. It's so, oh my God, this rule is so dumb. It's so freaking dumb. I mean, what they can do is create rules that are different from this one. A rule that prevents foreigners like Vitaly from doing what he did. But don't punish everybody else, you know? Anyway, let me know everything in the comment section below. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. And of course, if you found value in this video, do not hesitate to check out my other reaction videos right here.